Hey guys, Fourth Camel ADV. We're going to do the install video tonight for the one-finger clutch on the Yamaha T7. It is not a new product. It is slightly different though for the 2025. We'll do the install video. It will supersede the previous video. So whether you have an older version or the 25 and up or a world grade, whatever, same idea for the install for all the different bikes. We'll get at it. So before you start to do the install of the arm on the motor, I suggest you go to the handlebars and we're going to adjust the thumb wheel to put it centered so we have some adjustment in and out. So when I come up here, we've got about 6 or 7 millimeters here. We've got about double of that into the clutch perch, which is exactly what we want. So we have adjustment in and we have adjustment out without running out of threads. So now we're going to go to the motor side and we're going to do the install on the clutch lever itself. Install is quite easy. You don't need very much for tools. We've got a T30 Torx, got an M5 Allen, pair of needle nose pliers, snap ring pliers, and a couple of wrenches here for the cable guide adjuster. So in the kit we have a new cable guide, got a new stainless steel spring, got our aluminum clutch arm here, stainless steel clevis, pin, cotter pin, and an M6 bolt. Just going to slide the M6 bolt into the arm. So we've got a little tab on here. Just going to flip that up. We're going to grab our wrenches and loosen the cable guide off here. Slide that up and out. Take our snap ring pliers. So there's two different styles of snap ring pliers. These guys open a snap ring, and other ones will tighten a snap ring if it's an inside ring. This is an outside. So we can set this aside, the arm and the OEM spring. None of these are going to get reused. And then we're going to take our 5mm Allen, take our cable guide out, our cable holder more accurately. Then we're going to take our cable guide. So our guide holds the cable a lot farther back than the OEM. That is by design. So yes, you did absolutely get the right part. If you have this is a 2025 bike. If you have a 19 to 24, your guide will look a little bit different, but the fundamentals of the install are the same. And take our cable, take the nut off the back side. So when I do this, I like to center this threaded adjuster barrel here. So you've got about the same amount of adjustment in each direction, so somewhere about there. So I'm going to be running the clutch on the outermost hole here, the second hole. This gives us the most adjustment. If you've got the older version, so the 19 to 24, your arm is a little bit longer and has one more hole. So on the 2025, Yamaha rotated the clutch shaft further ahead, so we can't get the full-size arm in here like we have for the older bike because it hits the cylinder. So we have this guy that is basically the same arm, it just has one last hole on it. Just gonna drop the pin in, slide our cotter pin in. Just a little guy. It's really easy to lose when you're pulling everything apart in the bag, so just be careful that you don't throw it out with the packaging. And take our needle nose pliers and grab it and give it a bend. We're not going to reuse the OEM return spring. We're going to use the one that's included in the kit. The design is slightly different. If you reuse the OEM, it will break over time. So first things first, the shaft here has some rotation in it, and we want to make sure we've got it rotated all the way forward, all the way clockwise before we start messing around with this. And then also when we pull this cable out, it's going to want to return back into the sheath. So the cable needs to be out here. So I'm going to drop the arm on here without the spring, just to make sure that we get the arm in the right spot first. We're going to mark it, and then we'll take it out, put the spring in. Getting the arm on here and messing with the spring and then trying to figure out which spline the arm should be dropped on can be kind of a pain in the ass. So if you get the arm location figured out on the shaft first, and then once you know that, then you can install the spring, take the arm off, mark it with the marker, and then we'll install it with the spring for our final assembly. So we're going to take the arm, I'm going to slide the clevis over the end of the cable, And we're going to make sure the cable is pulled all the way out. And then we're going to drop the arm onto the shaft, again making sure that the arm is rotated all the way clockwise before you drop it on. So we've got a little bit of free play here, which is what we want. So got that one in the first shot. So this is just a landmark on my bike. Yours might be slightly different. So we've got this bump on the back of the motor here, just a threaded boss. I'm gonna mark this first, and then I'll show you. So just this guy here. On my bike, this thing is sitting back just slightly. We've had quite a few emails from people saying, hey, my arm position doesn't match what the video is, what's going on, I can't get it adjusted. If I put the arm there, it doesn't work, the clutch doesn't disengage. This is just very bike dependent, the spline that you're going to use. This has a bunch of small splines on it, and the shaft, when it goes into the motor, has about half as many larger splines, and then the thickness of your clutch pack will dictate where the arm is turned, so no two bikes are going to be the same. Just something to keep in mind. We've got our black mark here with the Sharpie. I've got a black mark on the shaft, and now I'm going to take the spring, and I'm going to grab this with the needle nose pliers. I'm going to pull the spring around, and I'm going to drop the arm on, making sure that I've got the black marks lined up, like so. And then we're going to take our ratchet, and we're going to tighten the pinch bolt. And then we can pop the cable back into the clevis. So you can either back these adjusters off, put this in, or you can get a small crescent wrench and put it over top of this. So a small guy like this, I'm going to put it over the arm. If you are concerned about scratches on the anodizing, you can put masking tape on there first. This just allows us to pull that out of the way so we're not fighting the springs with our hand. Because every bike is different, you may run into a situation where if you have it on this spline, it's too loose and you run out of adjustment on the threaded barrel here, this direction, the whole thing's slid that way. Or you go to bump it back one spline and then you run out of adjustment the other way. You've got this whole thing shifted that way. We've built in one more adjustment just to get you kind of that middle spline. So we're gonna, and this is only if you find yourself between splines. So we're gonna take the cable out of here. Again, this isn't gonna be for everybody. I know we're getting a bunch of emails that say, hey, I went and spun that. I don't understand why I had to do it. You probably didn't. So you take a 1/4 inch extension, and when we do these, on the newer ones, we've made this offset so that if you spin this, 180 degrees, now it's much farther to the back. And when we go to put this on, I'm going to put the cable back in here. It gives you about half a spline worth of adjustment. So absolutely do not approach this whole thing and go, oh, I've got to spin that barrel. Try to do the install, and if you're finding that you're halfway, you're between two splines, you can give that a spin. So again, I'm going to take my wrench here. And we're going to go up top here, and it's this gap right here that we're looking at. And you can see we're just a little bit more than a nickel there, maybe a nickel and a half. So we're going to spin this guy out. And that's about where I want it. So again, the install between the first generation bikes up to 2024 and then the 25 and newer, fundamentals are exactly the same. Make sure the arm is twisted all the way clockwise. Drop the arm on, mark it where you want it to be after you've put the cable guide together. If you're between splines, you can spin that. Make sure you start at the bars though, get that thumb wheel adjusted into the middle. That'll make life a lot easier for you, and then go from there. If you have any questions, as always, info@camel-adv. Thank you for watching.